Dutchess County is a large suburban and rural county comprising 841 square miles, which includes the Hudson River. It is the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office's mission to keep our county free of crime. The mission of the Law Enforcement Division of the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office is to enforce city, town and village ordinances, the state laws of New York, maintain peace and order in the county, protect property and the personal safety of its citizens, and generally assist citizens in varied situations.
January 13, 2023. Traffic stop by deputies leads to significant cocaine seizure. The Dutchess County Drug Task Force reports the arrest of Wayne Green DOB September 13, 1984. Criminal possession of a controlled substance in the first degree, a Class AI felony. Mr. Green was arraigned by Judge Abrams in the town of Dover Court and remanded to DCJ without bail. On January 10, 23, task force agents responded to a traffic stop in the town of Amenia being conducted by the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office Road Patrol. Upon arrival and through an investigation, it was determined that Wayne Green, a resident of Massachusetts, was in possession of over 8 ounces of cocaine with a street value of $30,000. January 25, 2023. Armed standoff at Poughkeepsie residence ends peacefully. Pleasant View Road was the scene of police activity for a few hours, which resulted in law enforcement requesting the public stay clear of the area. Later in the day, the matter was resolved but left one person arrested for the incident. According to a press release issued just before 5 p.m. by the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office, the incident started at around 9 a.m. and was resolved at approximately 12:20 p.m. when the man suspected to be involved surrendered peacefully. The press release issued this afternoon states that Sean R. Malakino, age 28, has been arrested for allegedly causing the incident that resulted in the neighborhood lockdown. As the standoff unfolded, around 9 a.m. the Sheriff's Office's Civil Division arrived at 21 Pleasant View Road, Indiana, Poughkeepsie, to serve the resident with an eviction warrant. Upon arrival, contact was made with Mr. Malakino, who then displayed a shotgun and refused to cooperate with the service of the warrant. At that time, numerous personnel from the Sheriff's Office and Town of Poughkeepsie Police responded, including emergency services and hostage negotiators, and Mr. Malakino ultimately surrendered peacefully at approximately 12:20 p.m. At the time of the incident, there was also another family member inside the residence. However, they left peacefully and were unharmed. Dutchess County Sheriff's Office press release via Facebook. Mr. Malakino has reportedly been charged with menacing a police or peace officer. This is a felony charge. He was processed, arraigned in the town of Poughkeepsie court, and has been remanded to Dutchess County Jail in lieu of $50,000 cash bail or $100,000 bond. This is a criminal case that is still under investigation, and Mr. Malakino is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. June 9, 2023. Dutchess County Drug Task Force seizes large quantity of cocaine and cash. The Dutchess County Drug Task Force has arrested accused drug dealer Gregory Jackson on felony drug charges again after executing a search warrant at his Jackman Drive Ridgefield apartment in the town of Poughkeepsie. Jackson was previously arrested by the task force in June and charged with felony criminal possession of a controlled substance. The charges from June are still pending. In June, Jackson's apartment was raided by the task force after an investigation into drug sales in the town of Poughkeepsie. During that raid, agents seized 6 ounces of cocaine and a large sum of cash. In the early morning hours of August 18, the task force once again raided Jackson's apartment, seized an undisclosed amount of narcotics, and arrested Jackson on the charge of felony criminal possession of a controlled substance with intent to sell. The 50-year-old Jackson was being monitored by the Dutchess County Department of Probation and Community Corrections, related to his June arrest when he was arrested Friday. The subject must have thought that the Dutchess County Drug Task Force would stop watching him after we arrested him while he was preparing to sell 6 ounces of deadly drugs. He was obviously wrong, said Sheriff's Detective Sergeant Adam Harris, who supervises the task force. This subject continued to sell drugs despite pending felony drug charges and monitoring by the probation department. The task force is committed to protecting our community from predatory drug dealers and will continue to arrest and rearrest them until they are sent to prison. The task force is made up of officers from the Town Police in Hyde Park Police, East Fishkill Police, Fishkill Police, the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office, and the cities of Beacon and Poughkeepsie. During Jackson's August arrest, the task force was assisted by detectives from the town of Poughkeepsie Police Department, which does not have any officers assigned to the task force. June 21, 2023. Drug Task Force. Alleged drug dealer arrested in Hyde Park. The Dutchess County Drug Task Force reports the arrest of James R. Scott, 35 years old, for criminal possession of a controlled substance in the third degree with intent to sell. James R. Scott is a city of Poughkeepsie resident. As with any criminal case, the charges described above is merely an accusation and James R. Scott is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Dutchess County Drug Task Force has been actively investigating the sale of cocaine, fentanyl, and other drugs in the Dutchess County area. As a result of this investigation, a search warrant was executed at a motel on Albany Post Road in the town of Hyde Park on June 20, 23 by the Dutchess County Drug Task Force and Dutchess County Sheriff's Office Emergency Services Unit. Upon execution of the search warrant, cocaine, fentanyl and other drugs were seized by Drug Task Force agents. James Scott was later arraigned in the town of Hyde Park Court and remanded to the Dutchess County Jail with no bail. Additional charges are pending in other jurisdictions.
Equality before the law, also known as equality under the law. Equality in the eyes of the law, legal equality, or legal egalitarianism, is the principle that all people must be equally protected by the law. The rule of law is a political ideal that all citizens and institutions within a country, state, or community are accountable to the same laws, including lawmakers and leaders. It is sometimes stated simply as no one is above the law.